Even without ice, freezing temperatures are still causing trouble for homeowners, especially those with older pipes. Reporter Rochelle Turner spoke with a homeowner dealing with pipe damage. She shares simple steps that you can take to protect your home this evening before temperatures take another dip.
I see that water leak is pretty bad.
It wasn't the call homeowner Terry Rogers wanted to make, but she had no choice.
I went to turn off and disconnect the hose from the spigot, and I guess the house being 42 years old or so, brittle, snapped, so water was just gushing out in the backyard.
Rogers says the water quickly made its way into her bedroom and bathroom. Ironically, she was already preparing her home for the freeze when everything went downhill, trying to cover her spigot when the hose wouldn't budge.
Well, just the water, I always turn the water off because if something happens like this a couple of years ago did burst in the garage, thank God it was in the garage, and I just can't do anything.
Plumber John Cantu says calls like this are common, especially in older homes where pipes are more fragile and are even more likely to burst during a freeze. He says don't let your guard down just yet. More freezing temperatures are headed our way tonight. I asked him why pipes often burst after a freeze during the thaw. The ice can seal the crack or hole, and when it melts, the water gushes out.
CPVC, copper, galvanized, I mean, it's not meant to expand at all. So when it gets so cold, the pipes freeze. It's when they unfreeze and shrink that causes something, either a pinhole leak or a split pipe, and that's why we see that happen now. That's why it's important to insulate the pipes, blown-in insulation, stuff like that. But when a home is a certain age, there's only so much you can do at that point.
What can a homeowner do to prevent something like this?
So best thing to do to prevent something like that would be, I would say, insulating the pipes, putting sticks of insulation on, also insulating the attics, blown-in insulation the best you can. Besides that, the next step would be getting rid of those either copper, galvanized CPVC piping and putting in PEX pipe.
Reporting in Tomball, I'm Rochelle Turner, KPRC 2 News.